Part 2 of Appreciating Poetry. Images and making a statement for effect in poetry. For our study, a poem by Robert Burns, The Red, Red Rose, is chosen. The poem is an expression of romantic love, as the typical phrases to express love are used. They're cliches. They go like this: love is like a red rose newly sprung in June, and love is like a melody sweetly sung in tune. Not really brilliant. The images in the first stanza are so obvious, commonplace. But the following stanza brings in the element of time and space into its lines. What happens if loved ones are separated? The speaker addresses this situation and confesses love till all the seas go dry and all the rocks melt away. The speaker will continue to love though they may be 10,000 miles apart. This exaggeration lends the romantic tone to the poem. We don't call it lies, but just an overstatement to justify love. After all, all's fair in love and war, right? The second poem that illustrates in its closing lines the understatement is Sonnet 75 by Edmund Spenser, written in the 16th century. A sonnet is a 14-line poem that makes a statement, a counter-statement, and finally reconciles the two in the conclusion. All this done within 14 lines. Well, the love theme is the same as the first poem, but the treatment of the subject differs. Love can't defy time is the argument. Life is temporary, love also dies with it. The images of waves of the sea washing away the beloved's name written on the sands. The counter-argument is love can defy time and can live on in the lines of poetry. Not very convincing. The clinching argument, however, is this: where, whenas death shall all life subdue, this love shall live and later life renew. A peculiar arrangement of words can be observed: where, whenas. There seems to be a grammatical error in the word whenas. Not at all. The words where and when encapsulate time and space, both very important components of love. They come together simultaneously. No error here. Time and space define all life. They pass away, but love is seen as life renewing. Taken in the biological sense or as an ideal, the conclusion is true that love renews life. It's a timeless value. Life ends, but values are forever. They don't change. It took just 2 lines by the poet to put the two together, love and life, and show finally the triumph of love in a finite world. Love renews life is the winning argument of the sonnet. Just 4 words: this love shall live. And again, just 3 words that say, later life renew. This wins the argument hands down. It's a winner. It's no exaggeration to say this is unmistakably an understatement. Images are the key to setting the tone in the statements we communicate. Both advertising and poetry use images, making statements for different purposes. While one is literary, the other is commercial. The effect produced on the viewer based on statement makes all the difference. Exaggerating makes an overstatement with romantic effect in the first poem. Understatement actually underlines love's eternity in the second poem, that's Sonnet 75 by Edmund Spenser.